two of the most high-profile players of the Manchester United squad have come under scrutiny, unfortunately for the wrong reasons. Yes guys, this is Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho, who did not feature in the Manchester derby on Sunday. Now, Manchester United faced Manchester City in a smashing derby at the Etihad Stadium, where of course the biggest club in the world managed to snatch a late victory, a 2-1 victory against City. Now, as the new head coach of Manchester United, Ruben Amorim made a bold decision to leave out Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho from the squad that snatched a late victory against Manchester City in a cracking game of football at the Etihad Stadium. Ruben Amorim decided to drop Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho not just from the team but away from the squad that traveled. And if I'm being totally honest guys, if it could have gone a different way, knowing the media, especially the UK media, this would have come and beat him in the ass guys, and thankfully it didn't go wrong guys. Now, there have been some rumors going around online about the reasons why Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho were left out from the team that faced Man City. Of course, one of them being that apparently the United lineups are being leaked a day before a game is played, and as a club that does not look good on you. And also another reason is their attitude towards training and whatever's been happening through the week. You know, I am not certain if some of these rumors are true, but the leaked lineup rumors are for sure certain, because I saw from one of our recognized journalists posting the leaked lineup for the Manchester derby, and for sure that was the squad that Ruben Amorim chose to go with. Now, I don't know whether this comes under a discipline issue, because the coach himself said the reasons for Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho being left out are purely not a disciplinary action, but rather an attitude towards the training that they have been having for the past week. Guys, this is not the first time something like this has happened in the club. This thing has been going on for seasons at the club, and it's clear that it has affected the team's morale and the team's capability of winning games, which we are still battling until right now. And guys, this has to stop. This genuinely has to stop. And also some other news that are coming. I don't know how you guys are going to take it, but personally it was like a finally moment for me, because there has been speculation that Manchester United are willing to listen to offers for Marcus Rashford. Don't get me wrong, I love Rashford. I love the kind of player he is. He has such a talent, but for his age, he is no longer a kid, guys. Most of us Manchester United fans, we need to realize that Rashford is he's already in his prime. He is supposed to be a player that the team can depend on game week in, game week out, each and every game. He's supposed to be a player who can be able to carry the team on his shoulders and provide crucial results for the club. But I don't know, man. He seems to be stuck on the 2021-2022 Rashford, who scored 30 goals the season and got his big money. Now explained why he left Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho out of his squad for the Manchester derby, saying neither player is injured and neither was it a disciplinary issue, and it was a simple selection decision. Now, this is what he had to say. We try to evaluate everything: training performances, game performances, engagement with teammates, push their teammates up. Everything is on the line when you analyze and try to choose the players. It is my selection. Simple. That's what Amorim said. I do not want to send a message. It is simply an evaluation, and they know it. Now, this is Rashford and Garnacho know it. The players are really, really smart. Everybody understands my decision, and I have to choose. It is simple selection. Of course, the context is difficult, because we have to win games and we have a difficult situation now. I pay attention to everything: the way you eat, the way you put your clothes on to go to a game, everything. I make my evaluation and then I decide. There is a communication after the last training. They are all right. They had training this morning, now Sunday morning, and I was there. They trained really well. That's what Ruben Amorim, the head coach of Manchester United, had to say about Rashford and Garnacho. And even though this wasn't a disciplinary action, there are signs that it might have been, well, their attitude towards training and towards how they have been carrying themselves lately. And let's be honest, guys, Rashford is not the player that he used to be. I would love for him to go back to the player that he used to be, considering he has so much talent. I believe he still possesses one of the best qualities in 1v1 situations, but this is something we haven't seen for the past 2 seasons, and his consistency is very worrying, guys. We are at a point as a club where we should not be having to put up with players, especially players of his caliber, players who are supposed to be carrying this team, who are supposed to be showing a great example towards the younger players and the academy players. But there's just something about Rashford that I do not think he yet realizes how great of a player he is, and I don't know whether it's a confidence issue or whether it's just that he's giving up on playing for Manchester United, because it seems so, guys. It would seem so. And concerning Alejandro Garnacho, from what I've seen on the internet, is apparently he might be the person who's been leaking lineups to the media, and guys, that is never a good thing. One thing about leaking lineups for a football game, it always diminishes the team's morale and puts the opponents one step ahead of you going into a game. And apparently Garnacho was sharing the lineup with his brother, and his brother, I don't know whether it was intentionally or unintentionally, was sharing it to the press and to the media. And although the United manager has said that this is purely a selection decision, I kind of think that Rashford and Garnacho have done something negative, or something that might affect the club and the players negatively, leading to them being dropped out of the United squad. So Rashford, apparently now Manchester United is willing to listen to offers for him come January, and hopefully these offers will come, guys, because I think it's time to move on from Rashford. Not only Rashford, but there are a lot of players in the club who won't fit the style of play that Ruben Amorim wants to play in the club. It's kind of 3-4-3 formation, and he's very insistent on playing a specific type of football. He's very adamant on the identity he wants to use to play, the identity he wants to use for Manchester United, and it is very evident that the team is shaping into a different style of play that he was using back at Sporting. And this style of play, from my own perspective, I have seen it working to full effect, especially during defending. We are defending pretty damn well for the past few games, and it's clear from how we've not conceded from open play chances for a while. And if you take a look at the kind of goals we've conceded for the past 3 or 4 games, we've conceded against Arsenal, we've conceded against Victoria Pleasant, and we've conceded against Nottingham Forest. All of those goals which were either errors done that were turned over into goals, or set pieces. So that's not good, but it shows it's a positive sign to where the club is heading, and I love that for the club, because we are better in possession now. Although we do play a lot of possession in our own half, but we are better with the ball right now. And yeah, we only have to to strengthen our attack, guys. We have nothing else. We only have to strengthen our attack. And personally, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But Rashford and Garnacho, I do not think they're willing. I do not think they want to play in that formation. That's why they have very poor performances whenever they play, and that's why they have this sort of negative attitude towards training.